this campaign. John Vihstadt is a good man. He was a planning commissioner when I was a county board member, and I think there are a lot of positives about him. And obviously, Arlington voters felt that way in electing him in April. However, the three issues that he runs on, I feel, are distorting what the facts actually are. The three issues that he's running on primarily are the streetcar, being against it, of course, the aquatic center, being against that, of course, and continuing to talk about this, quote, $1 million bus stop that he is, of course, against. Against. You hear the pattern? Well, let me start with the aquatic center, because this is the easiest one that just completely makes no sense. The Arlington voters approved a $50 million bond saying that we want an aquatic center here in the county. Well, it costs a little bit more than we thought. When the bid came in, it looked like it was going to be substantially higher. So what did the county board do? They pulled back and said, we're going to wait a little bit. We're going to put this on hold. We know that the community wants this aquatic center, but hold on. We're going to wait to make sure that we have the money. Now there's talk out there of an Olympic proposal that might fund the difference. It's all just talk at this point. But John Vihstadt's response to that has been, we need to focus on the priority issues. He doesn't even want to entertain that because he wants to still use this as an issue in his campaign. So it's politics rather than policy. Then we talk about this, quote, $1 million bus stop. This was through federal stimulus funding, and it was run by WMATA, not Arlington County. It still costs a little bit more than it should have, and the Arlington County Board said so, and they're making sure that future bus stops will not cost this amount. But to try to pin this on Arlington County or Allen House as some sort of example of financial mismanagement is really deceptive, and it's incorrect. Then finally, about the streetcar. Good people can disagree on this issue. However, this is a land use transportation issue. As far as the funding differential goes, if you think that bus rapid transit would be a preferred option, this is all dedicated transit money. So it's not as if you can use this money by not doing the streetcar for something like schools or whatever it is your issue of choice. And John Vihstadt doesn't say that, but he keeps saying, here's what the priorities are. Why is the county spending $300? He now says it's $500 million. I don't know where he gets that number. But why is the county spending this money on a streetcar when they have all kinds of other needs out there? Well, the truth of the matter is it's dedicated transportation funding. So it's a reasonable argument to say maybe there's other transportation uses that the money could go to rather than the streetcar. But it's certainly an incorrect inference to say that you could use the money for something else. Now, every independent study that's been done, and the studies that's been done by an independent county staff who are professional and some of the best in the nation, have showed that it's a multiplier on investment that will bring Arlington County $400 to $700 million in additional revenue in future years. County transportation staff has shown that through their surveys that more people would ride a streetcar. That being said, good people could differ on it. But I think it's unfortunate that the facts are being distorted in this race. We've got a great candidate for county board. He's going to win this thing with all of our help, but it's going to be tight. So we're really going to need to do everything we can, both to work hard and to make sure we correct the distortions that are going to be out there in the month ahead. So now we're going to turn it back over to Kip, who's going to introduce our candidates, and they're going to make their closing arguments as far as what we need to do to get out there in the month ahead to win this thing on November 4th. Kip?
All right.